This is The Longing. I don't really know that much about it. I watched a trailer for it. It seems like it's an adventure game, but it's definitely got kind of a style all its own. So I don't really know what to expect from it. So let's just get into it and find out. Deep, deep beneath the earth, there lay the realms of an old king. It had lots of trees, and under the trees, stairs, ladders, more stairs, and rocks. Maybe some wooden pillars, and it disappeared into darkness. Studio Sooths presents The Longing, a game by Anselm Peter. Supported by the MFG Baden-Württemberg. So, it looks like this is a German game. The names, I think there was a URL with a .de at the end. Interesting how the credits seem to come first. That's like an old school movie. And then here we go. We're pretty deep beneath the earth now. I guess I can get my controller out of my lap because this is probably an adventure game. It looks like the controls are all about clicking to move and right-clicking to perform actions. So I am loving this art so far, by the way. It's kind of crazy. Oh, look at this little dude. My powers have faded. All I have left is you, my faithful shade. All I ask of you is to wait, and never to leave these caves. What do you bet I immediately do the opposite of that? I shall now sleep for 400 days to gather my remaining strength. Wake me when the time has come to end all fear and longing. Okay. Loving the style of this so far. So this is my home. A nice place to spend the next 400 days waiting. Okay, so I've got this cursor that if I hold the button, I just walk slowly towards the cursor. Time is progressing slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay, so it looks like on the upper right it'll tell me what will happen if I right click. So I can sit down and read. Ah, nothing better than resting the weary body on a comforting armchair. So I can read a book or sit and stare. Let's read a book. Thoughts, the Goose Girl, thus spoke Zarathustra the First. Moby Dick. Let's read the Goose Girl. That sounds... Oh my gosh, what? There's like a proper book here. Idle... What the... Wait. Oh, what the heck? Are you kidding me? So this game has a somber tone and it's presenting everything straight. This is freaking hilarious. They just put Moby Dick in the game. And I could just sit here and read it. And look, there's a clock at the top. 400 days. I mean, can I just... If I just left this game going for 400 days, or if I just sat here reading Moby Dick, or whatever, would the time just pass? And I would just get to the point where some event, where that thing, but king or whatever he was, wakes up and just stuff happens? Like, is that a... real thing? How the time flies. I should be reading more. Let's sit and stare. Alright, oh. What's this? I saw my hand turn to a little claw. Oh, I can pick up the hourglass and move it around. What? Why? Why can I do that? Why can I do this? I don't know what it's for. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to have the patience to do that, but I love the insinuation that I could totally just chill in this game for 400 solid days. Someone must have done this, right? Or might be about to do it. Oh, this is completely insane. Wow, okay, so I can draw myself. That does not look like me. So choose a color and a motif. So, oh, I don't have that color yet. Okay, so I can, I can draw a soul, a hand, a cave, father, louse, eye. Oh, that's friend. And I have 2 sheets of paper. Well, let's obviously draw an eye in black. I mean, draw. So wait. Oh, okay, so he's slowly going to draw this now. Alright, we're just going to sit and watch him draw. I don't quite understand what method he's using to draw this picture. Like, is he... What's he... Oh, wow. I'm like... My leg is shaking with anxiety at waiting for this to be done. Wow, this feels almost like repairing a vehicle in state of decay. So I can quit anytime, but I'm not. I'm going to finish this picture. Definitely going to finish the picture. Time goes by faster in the company of great art. This one deserves a special place on my wall. Right there. Well, so I can just sort of move things around, decorate this room. Alright, well, what's over here? He walks so slowly. This... Oh. This game is just taking everything that's weird and doing it. Okay, the king warned me that I should never leave these caves. I wonder what exactly he meant by that. I mean, is this a way to leave? My fireplace. The room would use a little warmth from time to time. So yeah, let's make a fire. What? Oh. So I need to collect stuff in order to make a fire. Okay, so is this game going to be about just trying to stay comfortable for 400 days? Or, I mean, there's got to be some other adventure out there waiting for me. But, oh, I love it. Like, wait, make music? What? Is that a thing? I'll need to find all 4 parts of this instrument before I can enjoy the pleasure of making music. I currently have 1 instrument part. Okay, well, let's see what we can explore. I hope you don't mind if I go this way. Oh, I think the king will allow me to explore his vast realm, but I better remember the way back. What? I don't know what this is. Use the arrows in these columns to remember places. Use the arrows on the right to walk there automatically. Okay, so this is my home. Remember, so I can go someplace and I can say, remember this. And it'll put an icon here, and I can click it to walk back. Will my character just slowly walk back? Okay, we have to test this out later on. Okay, so I'm like walking by the king very slowly. Okay, so Awesome Twitch Dude asks a question about how my work operates. He says, do you guys check in for work, or could you sleep till noon if you wanted? So we have a lot of... Oh, wait, he says, there's no need to hurry. I have plenty of time to walk. Okay, great. We have a lot of meetings. In fact, I, in particular, have a lot of meetings because I'm, sort of involved in all of the different creative teams. Part of my job is sort of keeping track of what everyone is doing so I can catch places where people need to, accommodate each other or work together, that sort of thing. And so I can't just sleep till noon because there's meetings I have to attend, and they're all remote meetings. We do them on, Google Meet. But, yeah, so I couldn't just sleep till noon every day. Oh, by the way, my guy really likes these stairs. But because meetings can be overwhelming, we actually have no meeting Fridays. And so on Fridays, I do tend to sleep in a little bit longer because I'm not really needed at a particular time the way I am every other day. And so that's why sometimes it's usually Thursdays and Saturdays that I'm able to stream late at night, because the next day I don't need to, particularly get up at a certain time. Oh, I see something lying on the ground. What's this? Come back down here. Pick up. Can I pick it up? There we are. A lump of coal. I'll keep you safe, my little brother. I like that he just asserts relationships with inanimate objects and animals. He's just like, it just gives such an impression of loneliness. Hey, Greeting Scar is back, just in time to be mystified by this very unusual game. Another lump of coal. Now, actually, wait a minute. I feel like I might have missed a different lump of coal that sort of fell down from above. Let's walk back down. Oh yeah, that drip. Yes, there was a drip like that earlier, but I think it was not a lump of coal. Okay, well, I've verified that now, so let's go back up the stairs. Very slowly. So Awesome Twitch Dude asks, do they even need an office? Everyone seems to be doing well working from home. So there are definitely advantages to working in an office, to the kind of work that we do. It's a lot easier if you're physically around people to overhear each other talking about things, to collaborate quickly, to lean over and look at each other's screens, that kind of thing. There's a lot of stuff that we take for granted working close together that when we're working from home is a lot more complicated. And we find workarounds, like when I'm playtesting something and trying to, instead of somebody calling me over to their desk to playtest some new feature and give them feedback on it, instead they tell me it exists, what build it's in. I get that build. I make a video like I'm doing now. I make a video of me playing it. I share the video with them. And, it's a little bit more elaborate. And it's kind of fun to do it that way, but it's definitely a lot simpler and more casual if we can just walk to each other's desks and just hash things out and talk about things. Meetings feel more official if everybody has to schedule them and get into a conference call versus just grabbing someone and just ducking into a room real quick for a meeting. So there's definitely advantages to being together, and also just having a separation between work and home. It helps with focus, and it helps with sort of stress management. So, I wouldn't want to necessarily just work from home all the time. I like having an office to go to, but, there are a lot of game studios that do just work exclusively remotely, and it works well for them. There's a lot of people for whom that's better. And if your studio always works that way, I think you can probably get used to it and do it pretty effectively. Oh, so this door hasn't been opened in a long time, and it might take a while. Okay. So right click on it and... Oh, okay. I'm kind of disappointed that didn't take longer. Oh, wait. Oh, these stairs have collapsed. I bet I can't go up that way. So let's go back this way. Oh, actually, let's remember this place. Boink. Alright, so I'm remembering this place because it looks like it's some kind of crossroads. So I might want to come back here to go to other areas. So Greetings Car says, I like the separation of home and office, but I'm totally fine with a lack of it. I actually have found that there are certain aspects of my life that get harder without that separation. It's I like being able to sort of spend an hour on my commute coming down from work and kind of wiping my mind of all of my work stress so that I can then be really effective, coming home and being a dad. And when those two worlds kind of are constantly enmeshed with each other, the stress can kind of build instead of like having a break between it. But at the same time, I do have more time to be here, and I can be here in an emergency if my wife needs to do something, needs me to watch a kid or keep kids off her back or something like that. I'm immediately here, and as long as I'm not in the middle of a meeting or something like that, I'm more available, and that kind of reduces stress for her and makes things run better at home. And so there's trade-offs. So this seems like a great place to be lonely. I better remember the way. Okay, so yeah, what you treat being lonely like it's a good thing that you want to do. Okay, here we go. We're going to go down a long hallway. Yeah, no way to interact with these windows? Mirrors? I don't know what they are. Taking a stroll in these magnificent halls sure is a fulfilling occupation. I just love how he just keeps enthusiastically expressing the opposite of what a normal person would feel. Ooh, what's this? I think it's a lump of coal. Yep, I have 3 coal, almost enough for 1 fire. Alright. Oh, Greetingscar says that they actually lie in their bed after work for a similar amount of time that they used to usually spend on their commute. That's actually a pretty good idea, I definitely find that after I spend a lot of time in this little like cubicle that I've made for myself, like I've got this like shield back here, partly so that when I'm in conference calls, I have some privacy from the rest of my house. Like people can walk by and they're not going to get caught on a conference call. But I also have it to kind of like create a little space that is my workspace, and I kind of feel cloistered in here after a while, and the main thing I want to do is just go and like stretch out on a bed somewhere or go for a walk or work outside, something that doesn't make me feel like I'm tightly inside a small space. So I'm looking for something in these caves. I'm just not sure what. Oh, no, don't go down the stairs, go up the stairs. There are so many doors. So I just made a choice between 2 doors, and now here's 3 doors. Like, oh, I'm so lost in here. Oh, how long have I been playing this game? Time is already meaningless. The cave here is warm and beautiful. So do these stairs lead somewhere? I guess so. And now I'm on more stairs. Ooh, what's this? Some kind of red thing. This is one of the most avant-garde games I've played in a while. Yeah, pick it up. A piece of clay. Now I have some red color for my paintings. Okay, so here's my plan. We're going to do a little bit more exploring. Then I'm going to push the button that will take me home. And we will see how that button works. We will draw a picture with red. He says loneliness is real. We will draw a picture with red. And then I think we'll take a break because, I mean, this game was not made to be played on video. This game was meant to be experienced in person. Okay, so at least there's only 1 door. Can I walk to the left? Is this like a pool? Oh, inspect moss. There's moss growing here, but it's not ready to be harvested yet. Harvested? When is it going to be ready to be harvested? How many days are going to pass before it's ready to be harvested? Splish splash. I'm just walking in a cave. Okay, so I've heard games get called walking simulators, and I actually kind of, I like reclaiming that term and not making it pejorative. People used it originally to make fun of games like say, Gone Home or something like that, or Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. But I like a lot of those games, and so I call games walking simulators, not derisively, but just as a genre signifier. I don't think I've ever seen a game that exemplified that word like this game does. So there's tons of monsters. So yeah, so sometime in these 400 days, is this moss going to mature and become harvestable? And how long will that take? And is this just a dead end? This little droplet is doing a lot of hard work. Is this going to eventually fill up with water? So I'm imagining things about this game that I do not know whether they're true or not. Like, I've got this number up here. I mean, it's slowly ticking down, and I keep seeing things that I expect to progress very slowly happening, and I'm just like, if I just left this game running all the time, would I see these things grow? Would I see them progress? I don't know. It feels like that's what the game is telling me. Man, I am so glad I went into this blind, not knowing what to expect from it. So, okay. So, there's things on the screen I don't understand. What is this? There's this button. So, am I just turning lights on? I think I'm adjusting the light, but what's this one? I don't know what this button does. Oh, it's music. Turn the music on. Oh, these are just settings up here. This is just like music volume and brightness settings. Okay, I thought there was going to be something gameplay relevant. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to click the button to go back home. Time to walk back home. Yup. Just as I suspected, he's just going to walk back home. Yeah, so Greetings Care noticed the same thing, figured out the same thing, that the candle is just the gamma settings. Look, I'm just walking. My cursor's changed to a little thing that says I'm walking. Okay. So, earlier I was saying that we were going to go home and draw a picture in red. I don't think anyone's going to stick around for that. I think that we can be entertained by the audacity of this game and what it's doing, but not actually sit and watch the entire thing in a YouTube video. So, while my character is painstakingly walking back to his home, I'm going to switch into outro mode. I cannot believe this game exists. This is such a great idea for a game that almost no one will want to play. Like, I am not going to play this for 400 days. I'm clearly not. But I am going to love that this game exists and just be absolutely thrilled about it. So, my character is taking a different way home. He just went across that bridge. Okay, so it doesn't really okay, so a lot of these doors, I was thinking that these paths were branching more than they are. It looks like it's actually a little bit more coherent, a little easier to follow. I have never understood life. I'm still just finding reasons to be entertained by this game. Anyway, we should get out of here. So, let's wrap up the video and move on to something else. But holy crap, I can't believe someone made this. This is great. And I'm still just watching my character.